Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about a deck that really got changed up a lot in the last ballot changes. This deck right here, it's going to be a Royal Hog Royal Recruits deck. And the big thing here is Royal Hogs and Zappies got nerfed pretty severely, Zappies especially. A lot of players are saying it's completely unusable, while the Royal Recruits got a much-deserved buff while they were still staying at 8 Elixir. So today, we're going to find out if these two cards are still viable, and if this card became viable again. To help us out, we also have 3 support cards, the Goblin Gang, Bats, and Minion Horde, as well as 2 spells, Fireball and Zap. So let's go ahead and get into the battles and see how the Royal Hogs and Royal Recruits fare after the September ballot changes. So here's our first replay. We're going to be going up against an Elite Barbarians Giant deck. Definitely not my favorite type of deck to play, but we'll see how we can do. We had definitely shut down a whole lot of things with our Royal Recruits. We're going to start off real fast with those Royal Hogs. Unfortunately, that's going to mean I don't have a great answer to the Elite Barbarians. Minion Horde is going to plop on down, but not before I've taken a ton of damage onto that tower. I'm able to zap away those Fire Spirits, though, and I'm getting huge revenge here with that Minion Horde absolutely shredding the left tower. He plays a Princess. I'm going to go ahead and Fireball that down, adding to my damage on the left tower while taking out a pretty big threat. So a lot happened there in the first 45 seconds, but we're definitely going to excel in the last minute when we have enough elixir to play the recruits. Let's talk about the recruits for a second. These guys were so OP when they were 6 elixir, right? Then they got nerfed way back to 8 elixir with no stat changes whatsoever, and there they were very heavily underused. Like, no one used Royal Recruits when they were 8 elixir. And this September update, ballot change update, everyone thought that the Royal Recruits were going to be decreased to 7 elixir and leave it at that. But instead, Clash Royale wanted them to be an 8 elixir card, and they buffed it in 2 ways. One, they got a 12% damage increase, I want to say. It's 12% of damage or hit points. I think it's damage, though. And they also got a buff so you could deploy 4 on one side now instead of having to split 3-3. Alright, let's get back to the commentary. That's just a bit of background on the Royal Recruits. A lot of people are saying they're still weak. I think they're pretty good right now. More people need to use them. Everyone says a card is weak until they actually start using it. So both of the 2 towers are pretty low. Our Zappy on the left is going to get a shot in, which helps us a lot. We have 4 Royal Recruits grinding away at that giant, plus a Minion Horde in there, which the Fire Spirits are going to take out pretty easily. Still, we're able to prevent a bunch of damage on that tower, and now we got a fairly big push coming on the other side. He plays down a giant on defense, which works, but with our Royal Hogs on the left side, that tower is long gone, and now we got to defend for 20 seconds. Probably not going to happen because of our left tower health, and with that Princess, I'm going to let the tower fall. But we have a huge hit point advantage on the second tower. We're going to Fireball back the Valk and Fireball the Princess down. And now it's time to build up one last push to take out that tower. I'm just kidding, guys. We need to defend until we get back to the Fireball now. It's sudden death, so we just need 1 Fireball and we will win this game. It's up now, so we're going to zap the tower for good measure and finish that baby off with a Fireball. Take this one 2-1. Pretty easy win. Not too difficult to get the second tower down. And that's the thing with decks like these. We have Royal Hogs and Royal Recruits, which can be split super easily, along with Zappies, Goblin Gang, and Minion Horde, which also are very popular split push cards. So it's going to be very likely you're going to be able to chip 2 towers down while losing a tower and end up winning 2-1. Right there, we got the Royal Hogs plus Bats going in. Wizard's a decent counter, and a very underused counter to the Royal Hogs is the Fireball. The Fireball can obliterate a Royal Hogs push. A lot of people don't use it though because they see it as like an offensive unit instead of a support unit. But Fireball is a great value for the Royal Hogs because you do get that positive elixir trade. So if you guys haven't noticed, we're playing kind of like a P.E.K.K.A splash deck with the Wizard and Baby Dragon. Not the best for our deck since it's very easily conquered by splash cards. But we're going to start off playing those Royal Recruits in the back to build up our next push. This forces the opponent to answer both sides. Left side's going to come a bit late as he plops down a Wizard after the Royal Recruits are already on the tower, benefiting us a lot as that tower's almost at half health gone now. We don't have an answer to the Wizard, which is a big downfall of this deck, but if you wait a second, you can play Bats or Goblin Gang and allow those to take it out while the Wizard is focused on the tower. Ewiz is a bit easier to answer with the Goblin Gang. The Dark Goblin's really causing me trouble though, and now it's pretty low on health. We're just going to go ahead and zap, no, we don't zap it down. Tower locked on, we got a bit lucky there. And we're going to play Minion Horde to clean up that Baby Dragon. A lot of the cards in this deck, you just want to, for countering, you want to let it lock on and then play the counter card. Otherwise, it'll be splashed down. We had a huge elixir lead there, so we're able to play Royal Recruits in the back and still almost have as much elixir as our opponent, especially after the log. Now we're going to split Zappies, and there's a huge split push coming. We're going to split 3-1 because one side doesn't have a P.E.K.K.A coming down it, and we are able to absolutely destroy that tower. That is the best part about this deck. We're able to keep pressure on one side and really take out a tower on the other. Tower's going to fall with 30 seconds left, and now it's just down to defense. Our towers are decently low. Both have taken damage, a good bit of damage, but if we defend for 15 seconds using the Royal Recruits, we will be a-okay. 10 seconds now. We're going to play Royal Hogs just to keep that pressure alive. Play the Bats. This guy is really hurting on elixir, and he finally uses the Fireball. You can see what value he got there. We're able to take this one, again, pretty easily with a 1-0 victory. So in our final battle here, we're going to be going up against a very classic giant trifecta deck with the mini P.E.K.K.A and Musketeer as the other two parts of the trifecta. So we'll see how kind of like an old school deck goes up against like a new, with the Royal Hogs and Royal Recruits are two of the newest cards in the game. So we'll see how it goes up against like a very new deck with those two cards as our main win conditions. My Fireball is able to take down that Musketeer, and now it's time for a big push with the Royal Hogs. Honestly, the log doesn't do much to the Royal Hogs because it takes off maybe a quarter to a third of their health. Fireball is the real spell you should use if you want to answer the Royal Hogs. You can see how much damage we did there. Not too bad after getting countered pretty heavily. And now we were able to shut down my opponent's push as well. So we're sitting pretty right now after the first minute of this battle. I want to keep cycling to Royal Recruits since that really gives you the ability to protect both sides of your side of the arena with the recruits, while it also gives you the opportunity to set up a counter push as we are doing now. Musketeer comes in. I'm not at Fireball, so I cannot Fireball it down. Here comes another giant. We're just gonna overload it right now. He doesn't have enough elixir for zap, so we're able to destroy that, and he lets our recruits uncountered on the left. So those are gonna be able to do quite a bit of damage over there, taking it down fairly low on HP. There goes a zap for the Zappies, but with the new mechanic, zap does nothing to Zappies. Nothing whatsoever except damaging it. There goes the Royal Hogs. My opponent gets smart and fireballs it, but one has a bit more health, and the tower is going to lock onto that one, leaving two unanswered. I'm going to hit him with the wow right there because it was honestly pretty unlucky on him. Lucky for me, of course. That's why you should overlevel your Fireball too. Zap and Fireball, not Royal Giant and Elite Barbs, are the two cards that are most valuable overleveled. If you have a Fireball one level higher than Musketeer, Wizard, Ewiz, it'll take it out. and 2 levels higher for zap on minions, it'll take it out. Those are huge advantages, guys. Now check out the left side. This guy committed so much elixir on the left, but we had the royal recruits, which were also going up the left side, and that shows the split push power. You could go offense on one side while defending the other. That shows the power of the royal recruits right there. And we have enough elixir for another set of royal recruits in the back as our left tower falls. Pointless zap by him because the shields were the only thing that got removed. We're going to fireball that back just to make sure the mega minion doesn't do too much damage. And this one's going to wrap up with a 2-0 victory. So I actually ended up being pretty shocked by the results here. Royal Hogs are really great, and the Royal Recruits are actually a very great defensive turned offensive weapon for you, even for 8 elixir. So with that, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys soon with some more Clash Royale.